Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, you can hear me, Deva.
Yes, sir. Just let me check my mail at least, because whether they have uploaded or not. Just I'm logging in, and also your attendance sheet. There are
Yeah, yeah.
some.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. You need to anyways fill the attendance first. So you can share your screen and show it.
Just 1 minute. Drive. ASP.NET
Yeah, you can share your screen and show me.
I think they have not. Okay, let me share my screen.
Okay.
I think they don't know what to do. I think this is their problem.
Mhm.
So this is ASP.NET MVC folder. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the folder I have. This is your attendance.
There are videos inside. Okay.
Where is the video?
Yeah, yeah. So click confirmation first. Checkbox, checkbox. So wherever we have attended, yeah, that alone you should, no, not for absent. Yeah, only for the attended ones. Yeah. Click that. So today is Friday, right? I will just mark now itself for you.
But thing is that they have not given the video.
Video is there. Just
Where,
give me a
sir?
second. Inside that folder only it is there. Just give me a second. Course module. So 0845 to 0945. Yeah. Today's attendance also you can mark it.
No, where is the video, sir?
Yeah. Just give me a second. Double click on that and then fully open. On the right hand side there is the activity, right? Yeah. So see, these are the videos.
This.
Okay. Yeah. Left hand side. Left hand side. Yeah. So inside you have the videos.
Just 1 minute. So can I download it?
Yeah, you can. That is Google feature only, right? You can download it. You can do everything.
So how to do it, sir? Here.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay. Later I will do it.
yeah, yeah. Later you can handle that. Okay.
Okay.
So I think so weekly basis they will upload. Otherwise you will have to tell them.
Weekly basis means I will tell them daily basis.
Yeah, yeah. Anything like, I mean, that you can, tell them.
Very next day they will upload in the morning, so that after coming from office I will do that, and I will attend your class. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, that should be fine.
Okay,
Now
should I
what?
stop sharing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Today's attendance, have you marked it?
Yeah.
And then
I
in
have.
the comment, yeah, and in the comment section you will have to put, acknowledged, acknowledged. You need to copy paste for all the items. No,
Why,
today's
sir?
attendance you have not placed it. Today's attendance, today's attendance.
What is today's attendance?
Go
Today's
to the attendance sheet. Yeah, yeah, that one you should mark. And then in the comments you will have to say acknowledged, acknowledged
but in the
for all the
confirmation
classes.
comment.
Comments, confirmation, confirmed, confirmed. You should say. Otherwise, acknowledge anything, whatever you.
Confirmed.
Yeah, confirm. So like that, you will have to place it for all the days that you
Okay,
have joined.
let me do it now only. This is Excel sheet, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is Excel only. You can drag and drop. Yeah.
Okay.
So on daily basis, you will have to fill this one. Okay.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Okay. So today's topic we can get into. Okay. So you can stop sharing. Probably
Just
I'll
one,
start sharing.
just
Okay.
1 minute, sir.
So today we are gonna handle something
Data.
outside a little bit outside the syllabus, because this is the base for getting into the actual data. Okay, so from today onwards, more like we will be handling one use case for everything. Okay, like I'll share my screen first. So what we are going to do is, just give me a second, I'll share my screen. I'll just first tell you how the sessions are going to be. So going forward, it won't be like we are going into each and every heading in this. Like for example, I'll tell you. So here it won't be like link queue queries, link queue query operator, object, XML, SQL, and data set. Okay, these are high level pointers. I will be teaching you in detail, like how link queue is working in real world application. Understood?
Understood.
So that is what we will learn. So you can just look at the high level heading. So what is link queue? So I will tell you how to write all link queue related items, how to manipulate it, something like that. Okay, where you will use a link queue in the real world. Okay. Similarly, if you see ADO.NET, right? So there is an architecture, data provider. Yesterday I taught you about one architecture, right? From server, how it goes to from browser, how it comes to server, from server how it goes to database, that intermediate layer, how we are dealing it. So those are all the architecture, but remaining all these other elements, right, I will be teaching you with the real world example. So we will have some control, so we will bind data in that control from database. So for that we will write query, so something like that. Okay. So we will start with ADO.NET. So today I'm going to start with ADO.NET. Okay. And one by one, we will get into the other concepts. Okay.
Okay.
Clear, right? So already we have covered ASP.NET, master pages, themes and skins, state management. All these things we have covered. Now today I'm going to cover ADO.NET. Okay. Again, for this ADO.NET, you need to understand one basic element first. Okay. How to design a form. Okay, so that we will see first. Okay, so what is designing a form? Like we were talking about this designing a form, right? What is designing a form?
Designing a form means putting the controls and having CSS and HTML like that.
Okay, CSS and HTML. Okay, what else we will use? HTML, CSS, that is fine. So what else?
Bootstrap.
Correct. Bootstrap. Why we are using Bootstrap?
I think for it is responsive, responsive web. I think
Correct.
responsive means I think the same web can fit into mobile screen also.
Correct. The web page can fit into
Mobile
mobile
also.
screen also. Very good. Okay. So something like that. What else we can use it for?
For form design is for data input.
Correct. Okay. So ideally, you see, whatever you told is just a static website. Correct. Ideally, it is called a static website. So I will, share my screen. So just let me know if you are able to see it. Okay. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll open. So what we are going to deal with it. So there are two types of website. Okay. Two types of website. Okay. One they call it static websites. The other one they call it as data manipulated website. Data manipulated website. Okay. What is static website means? First, static website. What is static website?
That I
it
don't know,
won't
sir.
have any data interaction. So this is no data interaction. Understood? There is no data interaction.
Okay.
Okay. No dynamic values. What is that? No
Okay.
dynamic values. Similarly, data manipulated websites will have data interaction. This will have dynamic values. Understood?
Hmm.
Now, I will explain you what is static. You have a web page. Okay. You are showing all the product list. Okay. All the products. Everything is like hard coded here. You know what is hard coded, right? In the HTML itself, you are designing like this. Okay.
Hmm.
So like this, you have designed it.
Hmm.
You know, HTML. So something in head. Okay. So in the body tag, I have cart component. Inside that cart component, I'm just putting product one, hard coded. Okay.
Hmm.
The closure of cart. So again, cart component, product two. Okay. So like this, it is cart component closing. Okay. So I am closing the body tag and the HTML tag. Now imagine like this, you have hard coded it. Tomorrow, if this product changes, see here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have hard coded like this. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So tomorrow, your store doesn't have this 6, 7 is not there. You understood? In your product, there are 12 items. Suddenly 6 and 7 is not there.
Yes.
So what you need to do is you need to replace this product. So whenever there is a change in product, you will have to rebuild this application. Rebuild this application. You understood? Rebuilding application, change the HTML to product 13 and product 14 and launch it. So this will change from 6 to 13. This product will change from 6 to 13 and this product will change to 6 to 7. Understood?
Right.
13, 14. Like this, we will have to deploy the product. So there
Right.
is a manual intervention required. Correct?
Right.
This is called as static. Okay, the values are hard coded in the website itself.
Okay.
Clear? Now
Clear.
what we are going to do, we are going to learn about dynamic websites.
Hmm.
Dynamic data manipulated website. So here also you have the same website. Okay. You have
Right.
product or anything. Okay. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there will be a DB tag to this application. Okay. This database will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These all values are actually shown in the website. If you want to change the product from 7 and 8, product is not available now with you. So there is only 9 and 10. So what you need, this portal will be still the same. This portal will be still the same. You don't have to change this one. You don't have to redeploy. No redeployment needed. No rebuild or redeploy needed. Okay. So only thing that you need to do is in the database, remove these two value. Okay.
Okay.
Then add 9 and 10. This will be a insert. Then what will happen? Automatically what will happen? Your website will change it to 9 and 10. This is called dynamic website. So the previous what we saw was, static. The one which we saw now is dynamic. So data manipulation will be a key role in dynamic websites. Static websites are all hard coded data. So any changes to the website, you need to rebuild and redeploy the site. For dynamic sites, that is not needed. Whenever you change it at the backend, automatically that will get reflected. Understood? Any doubts?
No.
Clear with what is static and what is dynamic sites?
Yes.
So I told
Just
you.
dynamic. Can you just repeat in a nutshell? Dynamic. Just once again. Static. I have understood.
See, in dynamic, if there are any products or anything that there is a change in the product, design, or anything you want to change it in the portal, that you can have a DB connection, database connection. So the value you can take it from the database and put it in the system, in the portal. That way, if you are doing, you don't have to redeploy or rebuild your application, your UI. See, any website you take, there will be UI, correct? So that UI component, no need to rebuild, or
Correct.
redeploy.
Redeploy.
If you change in the database, you should do a remove, you should do a add. So automatically portal will get reflected. Understood?
Understood.
This is one topic. So we were talking about data manipulation. Now for this, there are so many databases. There are relational databases, non-relational databases. So relational databases are like, SQL, Oracle. So those things, MySQL. So non-relational databases, you have Postgre, DocumentDB, MongoDB. So these are non-relational database. I won't, go much in detail about the database session, but I'll give you high level overview on what are the databases available, how it is working. Okay.
Okay.
So till this, are we clear?
That's one question. Why you are not interested in so much detail in database section? Just simply asking.
That is not in our syllabus. Database is a separate story. So for designing a website, how much database is required, that we will cover.
Oh, that is the thing. If it is there, then there. The database design, DBA, that is different issue, I think.
Correct. So I will not, go in detail about, how to write store procedure,
But for
how
a
to
for
create
a
a
for a
template.
website development, some knowledge of database is required. Otherwise, it is not possible to do that. That much knowledge, I think, you will be discussing, right, sir?
Yeah, normal DML operations we will be working on.
Yes,
See,
yes. That is
databases has so many other concepts, so we will cover only DML, which is required for creating the, data.
okay.
DML means data
Manipulation language.
language. So this we will cover.
Okay.
And this also, writing queries, we will not do it from DML. We have an operation called LinkU in
Thank
.NET.
you.
We will be covering this, not
Okay.
SQL.
Not SQL.
Yeah. So I will
So
teach you how
nowadays
to,
SQL is
get the
not.
data.
Nowadays from ASP for ASP.NET SQL is not used. Only LinkU is used.
We can use LinkU is what I'm saying. I will teach you that one. LinkU is a data, manipulative language which is given by, .NET itself. So it will ease your task that you are doing in SQL.
Okay.
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 So this is
So
about static and
my
dynamic.
question is whether SQL queries is needed, or if you simply practice LinkU, then SQL queries are not at all required. Just I am asking that.
See, for your understanding, you need to, have knowledge on SQL. Okay.
Okay.
But those operations, you can do it via LinkU also. If you want, you can do it in SQL. If you want, you can do it in LinkU. I will give you overview on both.
Okay. So
But
LinkU is
detail will,
much more required nowadays. Is it?
correct. Correct. People have started using LinkU because LinkU, it is like, a kind of, developers querying language. So all the
Developer.
developers will, prefer using LinkU.
Okay. Got it. Then we'll go for LinkU.
Okay. So this is one. Now, before going into that, like from today onwards, we are gonna design some pages, real-time pages. Okay. And do some designing, some basic items we are going to cover.
Correct.
Okay. So first thing that we are going to design. First thing that we are going to design is a login page. So any day, any website you create, the first thing that is required is authentication. What is needed? Authentication. Okay. Second you need is authorization. Okay. Okay. These are the two important concepts that are required when you are creating a website. One is authentication. The other one is authorization. Understood? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So the two important concepts that we are going to learn today is authentication and authorization.
Correct.
So what is authentication? What is authorization? Okay. So you have a web form. Okay. So in that web form, there is a login page. There is products page. Okay. There is product list page, product detail page. Okay. Some reporting pages. Okay. Now, what is authentication? You are going into this login page. You give username, password. Okay. Something you are giving. Then you are submitting. Okay. This username and password will be validated against something. Against source data. Against source data. Some authenticated data. Okay. So if this username and password is correct, then I can access my portal. Then I can access my portal. This is authentication. So I'm just checking whether my username and password is valid or not is authentication. Understood? I'm just checking whether the given username and password is a valid user and whether he has access to the portal or not. That I'm confirming by cross verifying the password. That is just a plain authentication. Understood?
Understood.
Similarly, nowadays there are different types of authentication. So you giving username and password, okay, like this in a login page. This we call it as forms authentication. Forms authentication. Understood? There are plenty of authentications available in the market today. Okay. There are SSO authentication. There are token based authentication. There are plenty. There are like what do you call? Two-factor authentication. Like there is a SMS related authentication. There are notification related authentication, which sends an email, code to your email address. And from there, the authentication will happen. There are social authentications. With your Google account itself, now you will be able to get into some portals, right?
Right.
So with your Google account, you can log in into Facebook.
Right.
Okay. So that is social authentication. Okay. So there are plenty of authentications available in the market. Okay. We are just going to concentrate on forms authentication. Okay. Forms authentication is direct username and password. Okay. So you give the username, you type the password, then you validate against the database or any other data source, and then check whether the username and password is valid, whether first of all that user record is available. Similarly, if the password is same or not, that you will check it and then allow the user to get into the portal. So this is authentication. Clear? Any doubts in authentication?
No.
The second topic that we are going to cover is authorization, which is like, now I have logged in into the portal. Okay, I have gone into the portal. Okay, But
Okay.
what are the pages that I can see? See, in this portal, there are these many pages. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I can define access for you, access roles for you.
Pardon, sir.
Yeah,
It is that suppose I am entering into a login page, so my username password should be correct, so that
correct,
I will be able to log in. So that
correct,
process of checking the username and password both are correct is authentication. And
correct,
after authentication as a user, somebody can log in as an administrator, somebody can log in as
correct,
a normal user, somebody can log in as a privileged user. So all the three users may have the three different types of access to the web pages and web resources. So that is
correct,
authorization. What authorization the web is giving you, that how many pages and which type of pages or what portion of the pages you can see.
correct,
And somebody can only see, somebody can also edit, somebody can
correct,
does not have access to see also. So that is also authorization, right?
correct. That is also authorization. Roles and access.
Roles and
Roles, access, role, access. All
access.
these are authorization.
Like in my office, I have also access to my own database, but I cannot edit. I can only see how much attendance I have in this month. I cannot
Correct.
change. So that is my authorization, that I can only check how many days I were present and what time I have logged in and what time I have logged out. That is my authorization. But the database administrator, he can change my login also. He can change
Correct.
my in time also. He can change my out time also. So he has privilege over me. So he has authorization, better authorization than me, right? The
Correct.
administrator. I have understood this.
Okay. So this is authorization. So these are the two topics for today. One is, what is static website, dynamic website. Okay. For dynamic website.
Another is that if you go to Udemy, you can check that some course is costing 4,000, but if you logged in, then it will be discounted and the price will be reduced to 500 only. So that is also an authorization, that as a guest user you have to pay.
No. That is not authorization. That is different. That is, offer section. That is different. See, authorization is about accessing which element, which component. That's all. That is
Okay.
authorization.
Okay.
Whatever, price direction and other things are called as, discounts and offers in a portal, which is a separate topic. Okay. So based on the user, what are you, going to give it to the user? Okay. From the portal perspective, from the application perspective, that is totally different. Okay. Data level difference. Okay. Okay. So this is what we are going to see today in our coding. Okay. So we are going to design one code. Okay. And then see it. Clear?
Clear.
Okay. Just give me a second. I will reshare my screen from the other machine. Yeah. Just give me a second. Yeah. So I'm just, resharing my screen and opening Visual Studio. So today we are going to quickly design that component. Okay. Whatever we were speaking, right? A static website, and then, create a login page. So something like that. So Visual Studio 2019. Okay. So how this, username and password is validated against the database, tomorrow we will see. So today I will show you how basically we are going and checking something.
Check the
Okay.
you have already registered. Sign up. If a user has already signed up, so he has given his details, name, email ID, what is his username and what is his password, that is stored in the database. When second time he is logging in, so he will check from the database that for this email ID the username is this and password is this, whether does it exist or not, and
Correct.
whether it is correct or not, right? I think this code will be written tomorrow.
Yeah, this is what we will be writing tomorrow. Today itself we will start. We will see how much we can complete. Otherwise, we will continue tomorrow and finish it off.
Tomorrow morning it is not possible, sir. Tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow morning at what time you want?
No, tomorrow morning not possible because tomorrow morning from 10 to 2 I will not be available.
Okay, so when you want,
Or maybe in the afternoon.
okay, at what time?
You please tell.
Yeah, then probably, we can join at 4 o'clock sometime.
Yeah, no problem. 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 to 6 we can take. So 2 hours we
Yes,
can
yes,
do. So one whole session we can complete it off. Okay.
yes. 4 to 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we can start. Okay. So the first thing is we are gonna create a new page. Okay. So already whatever we have discussed, now that is what we are gonna do. New item. Okay. We will go and create a web form. Okay.
Just
I'm gonna say,
pardon. Just repeat. Add new item.
yeah,
Where from you have gone?
add new item and then web form. That's all. Web form C#. So login.aspx. I have changed the name of the page. I'm clicking on add. So it will create a new page for me. Okay.
Okay.
So in this
Oh,
page, if you see, there are
you
two
have right
forms.
click on the bank card, right?
Yeah, Ben card.
And the add new form, that is web form login. Okay, got it.
Correct?
Got it. Correct,
Okay.
correct.
Now what we are going to do, we are going to create our form first. So how our form should look. So that usually you do it with CSS, HTML, right? So that is what we are going to do it now also. Okay. So I need first a label. Okay. So similarly, I need one more label. So I can quickly drag and drop everything, whatever I need it, right? So that I can, arrange it later. Okay. So I need two labels. Just give me a second. This is why it is very slow today. Oh, just give me a second. Since I'm doing a screen share, it is not allowing me to take control. I don't know why. Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. So two labels I've placed. Give me 1 minute. I'll put my mouse and probably it will be better. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this is fine. So I have put two labels. Okay. So now I need two text boxes to getting the value. Okay. So what all I have done? So I've kept this one. Okay. Enter. Then what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a button. What I'm going to do? I'm having a button for submission. Correct. So this is BDN submit and the text is submit or login. Okay. So this is label what? User name. This is label password. So here I'm going to say username. Okay. Colon. Same way here I'm going to say password. This is just a form designing. Okay. So everywhere run it is there. Text box, user name is the identity. Same way, txt password. So actually you have one more thing here, type equal to some password is there. Okay. So that we will, and one more thing, whenever you have a doubt on any properties that needed, you can do a space bar. So it will give you all the items here. Okay. So any coloring, any font, any events that you want to understand. Okay. See text mode. Text mode, if you select, it will say whether what are the values available. Understood? So if you see double quotes, oh sorry, I'm going as text mode. You can select. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, see, it is saying color, date, time, email, month, multi-line, numbers, range. So you can actually specify. So this is my password, right? So I'm just putting password so that if you put password, automatically what will happen in the page, in the web page, whatever you type, it will not be shown to the user. Okay. So this is what we have created. So we will see the design now. We will run this page and we will see the design. Okay. So how it is. We have not added any CSS, anything, right? For this page. This is a plain ASPX form. So there won't be any design to this. Okay, if you want design, then you will have to add CSS. If you want design, what you need to add? You need to add CSS. Understood?
Understood.
So see, you have username and password, correct? So if I type something in this username, see, something is coming. But if I type in the password, it is hidden. Okay. You understood how we have designed this username and password screen? So I have put two labels, two text boxes, one button. The password text box alone, the text mode, I have kept it as password. Understood? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, implement the functionality of login. So when the login button is clicked, something has to happen, right? It has to go and validate again something. So I'm just hard coding it and validating it now. Okay. So if I click this button, what should happen? I can go and write it in my event, correct? So whenever a login button is clicked, some event has to get triggered. So I have already told you for button, there is a click event, correct? For a button, there is a click event. So in this click event, now you can actually write the C# code. So I hope you are having knowledge in the C# code, right? There is no doubt in that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check if, okay, text box username dot text, okay, text property of text username equal to, okay, admin, okay.
Double equal to.
Oh, sorry, I've just missed that. I'm just checking a condition, okay. And what I'm checking again, I'm just checking txt password
Dot
equal
text.
to admin again. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just checking both the text property as what? Admin. Understood?
Yeah.
It means what? So I am going to say this user is authenticated only if my username is admin, password is admin. Understood? So here I can put some, message box for now. Later I'll teach you, how to navigate and all. Message box. Okay. Message box dot show. Okay. So here we are going to say authenticated successfully. Clear?
Clear.
Otherwise, what is the else block we are going to say? The same message box, but what it will say? Authentication failed. So we will save this one. So what I have done, very simple, very basic, very, very easy login. I'm just getting two values. If the value is admin, the username is admin. If the password is admin, then I will say it is authenticated successfully. If it is something else, anything else other than admin and admin, it is going to be failed case. Okay.
Correct.
Any doubts in this? So what I have done, I've created two labels, two text boxes. One text box is normal text, one text box is password mode. I have placed one button. On click of that button, I will go and check whether the value is admin. If the value is admin and admin, then I'm good. Otherwise, fail. So now we will see admin, admin. I'm typing the correct one. So it says authentication successful. If I type anything other than that, you change this one, what it will say? Authentication failed. Understood?
Understood.
So this is the very basic login form. Understood? This is a very basic login form. Clear? Now we will check one more thing. Here we have straight away hard coded the value, right? So what I will do here is I will create a new list function. Okay, list of string I will create it. Okay, I'm gonna say users. Okay, equal to what I'm gonna do? New list of string. Correct? I've created one. I've just created a new list. I'm gonna add something to this users. Okay, users dot add. I'm adding Benil. Okay. Similarly, users dot add say Deba. Okay. So there are two users now. Okay, there are two users. Understood? There are two users. Now, before I'm checking whether this username is valid or not, I'm going to check whether this user exists or not. Okay. So for that, I'll write one more condition. If txt, what you will write? Tell me.
What's that?
In C#, how to check whether a value is there in the list or not?
Value in the list box.
Yeah.
What property was there? For this box name dot item.
I'm just gonna check contains whether it has that value or not. That's all, right?
This box dot item.
You can just put, see, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check users. Okay, this users dot contains. Okay, users dot contains. So in this one, what is the value I'm passing? I'm gonna pass the text box dot text value. Okay,
Yes,
username
yes.
value I'm just passing.
Yes.
If I pass and if the value is there, if this is returned true, then I will go into this block. Okay.
Yes.
Otherwise, I am going to say else a different message user not exist. Understood? This is a different message. So now again we will go run our application and see what is happening. Okay. So I have added one more. On button click, I'm going and checking whether what the user exists or not. First of all, if the user exists, then I will say, then I will go and validate the password. Otherwise, I will not validate the password. Say for example, now, Deba, this user. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't add the password also, right? See here. We are just having only one admin and admin. So I will just add one more user. Okay. I will add admin. Okay. So 3 users I have added. Okay. So if any user comes who's not in this list, what I will say? I will say you are not at all valid. First of all, you are not a user at all. You are user. See, now I will type admin 23 and then I'll just click this. See, user not exist. It is not going and checking the username and password. It is just checking whether this admin 23 is available in the list or not. It is not there. So it straight away goes and tells user not exist. Now I'm going in with Benil. Still it says not exist. Why? Because capital letter. If I put Benil. Now log in. What happened? It throws an error. What error? Authentication failed.
Error.
Why? Because I have gone in with Benil, but I am checking only admin and admin. Otherwise, I won't allow. Correct. So again, I am coming and checking if it is admin and admin. Authentication is successful. So clear. So what we have done, we have hard coded a value, which is username, and we are checking against our internal data itself in the portal. Okay. So I'm validating whether that user is valid or not. This is static, website. This is static website. If this value is coming from the database, then it means this data is dynamic, and we call that as dynamic data. Understood? So this is the same data that we are planning to get it from the what? What? Database.
Users.add. Okay, this is a list we have added. Users dot.
We will go
user
one
dot
more level.
Contains text username. Text username is what control? It is text box.
Yeah, it is a text box. Text box ID.
So okay, username dot contains text. Text. If there is a text, something is written, then text username text is equal to. Oh, okay. If something is written, if basically you are checking whether the user has kept the text box null or not. If it is not null, then it will check whether admin are username and password. Then authentication successfully done. Otherwise, authentication failed. Right.
Correct. So this is happening inside the code itself.
Inside the code itself, that is not a problem. But you have added three name in the users list. I think
No,
list.
that I will change it now. Again, one more type we will see. Okay. Instead of this list, now I'm gonna load it in the page itself. I'm gonna create a dictionary. Dictionary, and we will give the username and password also. That way you will be able to understand even more better.
In Python also dictionary list all are there.
Yeah, everywhere it is there. So I'm just gonna give you string. Okay. I'm just gonna. So here key value it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm adding it here, I just need to add it together. One side is username, one side is password. Okay. So for Benil, the password is hello 123. Okay. So for Deba, the password is hi 123. Okay. For admin, it is what? Admin. Okay. So I have already told these are the three values. Now we have to check whether, first of all, that user exists or not. Okay. So here, when it is dictionary, the property is contains key. Correct. Dot contains. Once again, users or user. Oh, it is in load, right? So it won't come here. And I'll have to create a private field. Instead, what I will do, I will put it here only. Okay. So what we are going to do? Users dot, what I'm doing? Users dot, carefully listen, contains key. I'm checking whether this key is available or not. If the key is available, then I'm going and checking my text box value. Okay. Is the value in the key? You got my point?
I got, yeah.
So I'm going to check, first of all, whether the key exists or not. If the key exists, okay, then what you need to do? You need to go and take the value of that, a key. You understood what we are doing here? Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So what we are doing? So there are three values. First we saw if the key exists or not. If the key itself is not there, then what we are gonna do? We are gonna say user not exist. If this key is available, what I said, we need to retrieve the password. Password, okay, equal to what we should do? We should pass users. What we should pass? Users of that key. The key is what? This is our key. Okay. So passing the key, I'm just taking the, what I'm taking? I'm taking the value. Passing the key, I'm taking the value and assigning it here. Understood? So if this text box dot text is something that, we will have to validate, right? So I don't have to validate it because this is already there. And for that value, I will go and check the password. If the password is, same as password, then I will say authenticated. Understood what I've done? So I have 3 users in my site. If one of the user comes in, okay, I will go and check whether that user is available in my, user list or not. If he's not available, then I will say user not exist. If he is available, then I will get into the function. I will, retrieve the password. This text box dot text, I will retrieve it by passing my key. Okay. And then I will compare my password if it is equal to password or not. And then I will print the message. That's all. Okay. So now we will run it and see whether, we are able to get the successful message for only these 3 users. Other than this 3 user, if someone is trying to log in into the system, they can never log in into the system. Understood?
Correct. Understood.
So we can go and, just see, we can type something. Admin 23, password something. So what it says first, user itself is not exist. Admin 23 is not at all a user. Okay. Now I'm going to say Benil and then some password, a different password. Okay. What it is saying? What it is saying? Authentication failed because my password is wrong. Because my password is wrong. So now I'm going to give the correct password. Hello 123. Now what it says? Authentication success. Any doubts?
No.
Now if I give admin also, what will happen? It will get in. See, successful. If I give Deba, okay, and hi 123, it will allow. But if I give any other password, any wrong password is typed, it won't allow me. Understood?
Understood.
This is a very, very simple login form for a web page. And where, where these users are, it is inside the code itself. So tomorrow, if I want to add one more user, what I should do?
String password is equal to, just a minute, users text username dot text. What is users? Users is okay.
Okay.
Just 1 minute. Users is a dictionary. You have added 3 name and 3 key and 3 value. Key is the username and value is the password. If users contains key, text username, this line users contains key, that means dictionary is checking that whether there is a key value is not, right?
Correct.
If it is there, then string users text username dot text, that okay, for that particular, basically text username dot text will act as a key, username will be act as a key, and for that key the corresponding value will be stored in password, and that password will be checked whether this is written in the text box or not. If it is authenticated, that means for the 3 passwords you have given, hello 123, hi 123, admin, for the corresponding user, if these corresponding passwords happen, then only authentication will be successfully done.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
So that's all for today.
So but actually in real world, this dictionary concept is there or something else is there?
Dictionary is there. Why? Dictionary is one of the syllabus, right?
Actually, suppose you have a deployed website in ASP.NET, okay, using MVC. So there will be multiple users and multiple passwords will be there. So those username and passwords are kept in dictionary or in some other database. What is actually going on there? That I am asking.
That's what I told, right? There are plenty of authentication modes. So there are portals with form authentication. There are token-based authentication. There are social-based authentication, social account-based authentications. There are face authentication. There are key authentication, text authentication. There
And
are
those state
different.
authentication and all these key authentications and all these things, those key values are kept in database or dictionary?
It is kept in database. Now what we are learning is static website. That's why I told you, right? See, static websites, the value will be there in the website itself.
Website itself. So
Yeah,
static
this is the wrong
website is there
practice.
or it is obsolete basically?
Static websites are still there. And there are plenty of static websites.
Okay. So in dynamic website, these values basically for Benil hello 123, for Deva hi 123, and admin for admin, these will be stored in database, right?
Correct. We will be retrieving it on the button click event. We will be doing a database call. We will retrieve the values and then check the same thing. So that is what tomorrow I'm going to teach you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that
okay.
actually I am asking because generally in the website page it is not written what is the username and what is the password, because if it is hacked then anybody can see.
Correct. That's why static websites are not advisable. We'll always have to prefer dynamic websites.
At least you have to enter into the database to hack the thing.
Correct. Okay.
Okay.
Got it, right?
Got it.
Yeah. Then
Yes,
cool.
sir. To tomorrow 4 o'clock?
Yeah, tomorrow 4 o'clock.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.